358 days over 2. Yes, that is how it's pronounced, and it's very confusing, but goddamn I love this title, so all y'all can right off. Originally, this was a DS game, but it was remade into HD cinematics for the PS3 collections. While I did enjoy this game when it came out, I was frustrated by both its mission system and its gameplay, but I was also too young to really grasp just how emotional the story is. Oh my god! My life! But now let's dive right into this hellhole. Spoilers beware. First off, we've got Roxas, who's basically the edgy version of Sora. I also totally don't ship him with Axel. You cannot prove anything. Xion, whose existence has confused literally everyone, but she is so precious and adorable and innocent and why is the world so mean? Zaldin, Xigbar, Demyx, and Luxord, who don't really matter right now, but trust me, they will down the line. Just remember that Zaldin and Demyx are f***ing awful, and Luxord and Xigbar are... meh. Syx, who has the emotional capacity of a f***ing brick and makes me want to punch a squirrel. Leave my babies alone! And Xemnas, the leader of Organization 13, and yet another big bad with yellow eyes and silver hair. Yes, he is exactly who you think he is, and he's also a piece of shit. Also, people have reassembled his name as Mansex. So... have fun with that, kids. Our story starts right where Sora sacrifices himself to reawaken Kairi and the other Princesses of Heart in Kingdom Hearts 1. Now, in this universe, when somebody loses their heart, their body is left behind and becomes a creature called a nobody, which has no heart and essentially no soul. And Sora's nobody is this guy named Roxas. Why doesn't he look exactly like Sora? We will get there. But Xemnas, the leader of Organization 13, finds Roxas, takes him in, and gives him his new name by scrambling his original name and adding an X because X is an edgy letter. Roxas, like Sora, can wield the Keyblade, but is currently an emotionless husk with no memories because Sora is still alive, which is not supposed to happen between nobodies and somebodies. 7 days later, we meet Xion, who is the organization's number 14. No, we are still Organization 13 because 13 is edgy and 14 is lame. Also, Xion gets no weird throne, which I feel is best because those seats are way too high for my liking. But Axel tries to befriend Roxas and teach him how to human, primarily by hanging out with him at the clock tower in Twilight Town and getting sea salt ice cream every day after their missions. Seriously though, I always worry they will fall. Axel is called on a mission to Castle Oblivion along with several other organization members, and they go off to have fun in Chain of Memories. While he's gone, Roxas befriends Xion and learns she too can wield the Keyblade. She takes down her hood and she actually looks like Kairi but with black hair. Trust me, this is important. Once Axel returns, though everyone else who went to Castle Oblivion got slaughtered, but oh well, the three of them become BFFFLs, and oh my god, I f***ing love these three. Everyone protect them at all costs. But as we go on with our story, both Roxas and Xion at different points end up going into comas because potatoes. And Xion goes to Castle Oblivion to learn the truth about who she is, running away from the organization afterwards. She encounters Riku and Namine and learns that she is actually a replica of Roxas created by the organization as a failsafe in case they lost Roxas and his Keyblade. As a result, Xion is gaining strength while Roxas is growing weaker, and with both of them existing, Sora will never be able to awaken from the sleep he was put into at the end of Chain of Memories. Xion decides to awaken Sora, but Axel catches her and brings her back to the organization's castle, only for Xemnas to brainwash her into attacking a defected Roxas. Roxas defeats her and she fades away, making everyone forget about her existence. Roxas decides to stop Xemnas and free all the hearts gathered in Kingdom Hearts, but Riku unleashes all of his dark power at once to capture him, ending up looking just like the Seeker of Darkness. And at the end, we see Roxas in Twilight Town, unaware of his true self and at the near end of his summer vacation. Honestly, I didn't care for this or recoded in the HD collections, but since I watched this, I actually cried. A lot. I really do feel for Roxas, Axel, and Xion. They act like friends, and I love their interactions at the clock tower. In such a group as cold as Organization 13, seeing these three make each other smile is so refreshing, which makes it even more heartbreaking and tragic when the organization works to destroy Roxas and control Xion. Roxas and Xion both struggle with who they are, as they're the only nobodies who can't remember their pasts, and are continuously referred to as special nobodies. Xion's story especially hurts, because her very existence is harmful to one of her best friends, and these two existing hurts Sora, and it almost feels like a Greek tragedy. This is definitely a story that suffered from its gameplay because a lot of people, myself included, hated the mission-based system and how repetitive it was. Don't even get me started on that weird-ass command block shit. I feel it could have been handled so much better, but even then, I feel they don't explain certain elements of the story that well, including Xion's nature. Like, I got the basic gist of it, but it took a lot of mulling over for me to even get a solid grasp on what the hell she was and where she came from. Seriously, Axel, stop using these fucking mirror metaphors and just talk like a normal person. So all in all, I really love this story. 358 is a great story that's unfortunately been held back by both its original DS gameplay, along with its odd writing and lack of proper explanations. Still, it's incredibly tragic and emotional, and got me totally invested into our main trio of losers. Now let's pretend my heart isn't totally shattered into a million little Keyblade pieces with our traditional funny moments section.
You were sleeping for a long time.
I kind of feel like a zombie, though.
Me too.
I could deal with 7 days, maybe.
Well, guess what? I couldn't your prologue. I told you that was a dangerous place to sit. I ship it.
What is this?
Tears, sweetie. They're what this game is made out of.
Axel says he was asleep all day.
Me too. I'm always tired. Sleep is beautiful. Finally, a scene so batshit crazy, I don't even need to explain it. Just watch.
Xion!
Surely, you must have known that this was going to happen.
Why would I know?
Because in your memory, you've been to a number of worlds before you came to this one. And of course,
in those worlds, the only beings you met
with the dark argument. That's all that's left in your heart. The darkest memories. Your memories of harm are gone. Every one.
That's a lie. I remember everyone from the islands. They're my closest friends.
And who threw away those friends? Maybe it's your own actions you've forgotten. It was you who destroyed your home.
Enjoy the review? Glad to hear it. Want to murder me to release your anger, then sacrifice me to the internet gods? Hit the dislike button. It's still interaction. I've got a Kingdom Hearts 2 retrospective set for next Friday, plus reviews of RWBY Volume 5 as it comes out. So feel free to subscribe and stay tuned. I'm the Unicorn of War, and this has been a shit show.